It's time for CEO Sit Down. I'm Bill Frank. Today I'm joined by Bob Allen, who's the CEO of Ventura County's internet TV company, KADY TV. Welcome, Bob. How are you?
Bill, welcome to you, to our studio.
Thanks. So tell us about KADY. What is KADY TV? What's its purpose? What's its mission statement?
Originally, KADY Televsion was the only broadcast television station in Ventura County. It has a very, very neat history behind it, and rather quickly I will take you through it. The actress Pizzadora won the Golden Globe in the mid-1980s for her portrayal in a movie that was financed by her husband, Menachem Rickless, and the movie itself was voted as the worst movie of the year. In order to make up to his wife, he went to Santa Barbara and purchased a television station and brought it to Oxnard, California, where he renamed it KADY in honor of the name of their first daughter and the name of the character that she played in the movie. It then broadcast the only local news in Ventura County through 2004.
Wow, that's a long time. So today, what is KADY's purpose? Who's its target audience? Because this is not traditional television anymore. This is internet TV.
In 2008, we relaunched KADYTV.com, broadcasting local high school sports. Basically, that came from a little bit of a history lesson, having been brought up in the mid-50s in New York City and watching three baseball teams broadcasting live broadcast on television. We started at Oaks Christian High School, and on the sidelines had a few major stars that enabled us to generate some viewership. We had Joe Montana, Wayne Gretzky, and Will Smith standing on the sideline of those first couple of games. We then went to Cal Lutheran University, one of the schools in the Ventura County area that had a broadcasting curriculum along with great sports, and started broadcasting their sports. Sports ruled for the first 2 years of the new KADYTV.com.
All right. And today, when you look at KADY.com, who's the target audience, Bob? Who are you trying to reach with KADY's broadcasts?
The local residents of Ventura County. Having history of being broadcast to a global market, KADYTV.com's goal is to become the one and only broadcast media source in Ventura County.
All right. So how is KADY's information being delivered differently than, say, satellite or cable television?
We are using the internet and basically using a server that we can broadcast live. We got the technology down now to our own cell phones being able to have an application on it where we are able to broadcast live to the KADY Television network.
Well, that sounds very interesting. So what business problem are you trying to solve for KADY TV? Are you looking for more revenue, more viewers? Just exactly what is it that you're trying to solve?
Well, certainly revenue is the major thing. It does cost money to run a business. We have tried KADY Television in its most traditional way. We looked at it as a television channel, just as we were in 1998 when we were KADYTV.com. The difference now is that we are a network capable of hosting many other minor networks within the county, such as the nonprofit networks. We've been able to open up a channel for every major nonprofit network in Ventura County. We have basically gone to the Ventura County Office of Education and created a broadcast channel for every high school in Ventura County. This is but the start of it, Bill.
All right. Well, it sounds to me like you're now more of an aggregator than you are a content producer. Describe the difference between those two and what you envision KADY being as an aggregator.
When we first started and looked at KADY Television as a traditional television station, we had to purchase equipment to be able to broadcast. We had to hire announcers to do the games. And now what we have learned over this thing, that this model does not work. So we are going to each of the high schools and empowering them to broadcast their own competitions. Basically, we give them the server where to broadcast the content to, and we then become an aggregator rather than a producer.
All right, well, break it down for us, Bob. What are some of the strengths that KADY TV brings to the party?
The most important one is a branded name television station that many of the baby boomers that are coming into this, into baby boomers, will know from the past. It is a viable name that is well respected. We have worked very hard the last 3 years to make sure that we are very respected in terms of what we're broadcasting, and people from elected officials to school officials to Reagan Library people to Naval Base Ventura County trust us to come on their properties and do video and present it on KADYTV.com.
All right, that's pretty impressive. So what are some of the weaknesses that KADY currently has?
When we first started, we tried it the traditional way of advertising. That has proven to be a failure. Since we are in actually the prototype stage, if you would like to know, even though we've been around since 1998, this whole thing is changing almost on a daily basis, to the point where we now see ourselves as being able to get network sponsorship that will be supporting all the content that nonprofit organizations and the schools basically are going to be broadcasting.
All right, and that sounds like a strength to me. In terms of weaknesses, where is KADY weak? Where do you need help?
Basically, we have tried to do this on our own, and our financial resources have come to a level where we now have the ability to do something in a very slow way and build slowly, or look for something like the Big Fix to come in here and try and help us get this off the ground in a much quicker manner.
All right. Bob, if KADY is selected to be on the Big Fix, what outcomes do you anticipate resulting from Marcus Lemonis's consulting?
That's an excellent question. I've given a lot of thought to it. Right now, we have been focusing on a hyper-local community in the Central Coast of California. We've seen some of the long-term capabilities of where this could go, and if Marcus Lemonis were here, that long-term capability is going to be shortened drastically. Meet the Boss 805.com is our local generator of revenue. It's a video business directory, rather unique. The only qualification to be in it is you must be a local resident of Ventura County. We are starting with the restaurant category, as it is the most well-defined, and we know that many of our neighbors own businesses. We will be able to take the model that we're creating here, if Marcus comes on board, and expand that much quicker than we're going to be able to do that by ourselves.
All right. Bob, why is KADY a better selection to be a contestant on the Big Fix than other businesses being considered?
Not knowing the other businesses that are being considered, I can only say that we are in the forefront of something that we might even be a little bit ahead of the game. There are times in my own business career where I've sort of been ahead of the curve, and this is certainly one of them. So I certainly hope that the people at the Big Fix will be able to sit down and chat with us a little bit more and get a better understanding of what we have been trying to do in the Central Coast of California and what could happen if they came on board.
Great. Bob, thank you so much for coming in and explaining exactly what KADY's business problems are and how the Big Fix might be able to help. Good luck in your contestant search and the best of luck in the future.
Thank you, sir.